Midnight comes calling.
All right,
Crack that open.
we're back. Just in time. A little blonde from Saint Sit. Look at I'm a sucker for packaging. Yes, and this
Same.
is Saint Sit, a place every year. It's a small village on the South Shore, if I'm not mistaken. I'm a bit disoriented, and it's like a village of like 1,000 people. But every summer they have this Western festival, and there's about 15,000 people that show up.
Isn't that where my boots are from? Isn't the Boulay factory there?
No, they're not. Are they there?
I don't remember. There was one brand that was there.
Yeah, but the factory is not there. Boulet is not there, but they sell a lot of boulets there in the summer because Festival de Saint-Tite is one of the biggest Western festivals in all of Quebec. Here's alcohol, non-alcohol.
Yeah, 2 months yesterday.
2
no
months,
alcohol.
2 months, no alcohol.
Doing it. That one's not my favorite though.
Clean and pure. Is that your favorite?
No, it's very blech.
This
It makes
one.
you shudder after you take a
This
sip.
is so good.
I'm sure it's delicious.
Yeah, I come back to it all the time.
I'll probably have a Corona thing after.
So listen, VC, VL community, we're back, Katie and I. It's a Friday.
Yeah.
It's Good Friday.
Bon
So-
vendredi.
So I'm not extremely religious. I
Same.
don't. For me, Good Friday means chocolate is coming, right?
It means a day off.
It's a day off.
know why.
Means chocolate is coming in a few days. For the kids, for myself, for everybody. We might do a little fondue. Actually, that could be fun.
I think we should.
A little
'cause
chocolate fondue
One of the monsters demanded candy this morning, so
with Toblerone. So we're back.
No, Toblerone wasn't good enough.
What?
Remember, he said Toblerone wasn't good enough.
As a bar, no, but in a fondue. He loves fondue. So we might do that. So it's Good Friday, beautiful sunny day outside. We just came back from an amazing walk.
Yeah, we
Went
took
for a
Fevers for a little village walk.
little village in Point Claire Village here in the West Island. And we're back to talk about a few things, but we're going to start off with MGK Boston. Mike, a Canadian fellow that moved to the States. I don't know what the story is, but I know he's from Ontario, I think, and he now lives in Boston, which is one of my favorite U.S.
Never been.
Favorite cities
One day.
in the U.S. It's absolutely beautiful, gorgeous. My parents lived in Back Bay for 8 years, and beautiful neighborhood. Their neighbor was Stephen King. Stephen King. Stephen King. But it doesn't write Stephen though. It's PH.
It's Stefan, but I think it's Stephen King.
So MGK, we're doing the 5 albums, 12 years old, 13 years old, and I don't want anybody here to judge myself or Katie.
No, it's more mine. It's not yours. It's mine.
That's gonna be judged.
Of course.
Listen, I passed for this metalhead / country cowboy. I spit a bit of everything, but at that time in my life, I had those giant size posters in my basement where the TV room was. Like we all did, or maybe not all, but I did. Those 6x4. So you could only have 6 or 5 in the basement, and they were there.
Not 7?
6 or 5. So I'll say 5. So the 5 that were there, I'm going to start big size posters with this guy right here, Boy George, Culture Club. One of my faves. I still spin this. Come.
He's pretty. You can't deny that he's pretty.
Wow, look at him.
He's pretty. He has better eyebrows than I ever will.
So like I mentioned, I think one year, I don't remember which contest, but I think he won Best Dressed Male and Best Dressed Female the same year, the same award. So Boy George Culture Club was one of them. We're gonna move on because I don't want to drag it along. Cyndi Lauper, Girls Just Want to Have Fun. She was right there next to Boy George in the basement, giant size poster.
Who's on her? What is that painting? Is that Picasso?
I don't think so.
No? Okay.
Why would it be Picasso?
I don't know. It just looks like a Picasso.
I never looked it up.
I don't know.
Is this an artist, a known artist, under his shoes? You know what? I actually never really.
I'm gonna Google it.
You're gonna Google it?
Keep talking. I'm
right
gonna
now.
Google it, yeah.
So Cyndi Lauper was on my wall, and she was in my tape deck all the time. Really, really loved it. And obviously, we all listened to radio, the top 6 at 6, and then we would record, make our tapes. And Cyndi Lauper, Boy George, and Culture Club were there. Who was there next? Another stud, beautiful man, George Michael, and Wham. Look at this guy. Hey, he looks amazing. And this was an amazing album. Look in the back. With his partner. It doesn't say? It doesn't.
No.
It doesn't. I think it's okay.
Weird. It just it looks like something Picasso-ish. I don't know. Oh, maybe I'm wrong.
You know Picasso?
Well, we did a collaboration. No, it's Van Gogh. Sorry. Van
Oh.
Gogh.
Oh yeah, because she works for a certain brand, and
Yeah.
they do collabs with.
I think that
with
looks Van
artists.
Gogh-ish. Yeah.
So maybe you can figure out which brand did a collab with Van Gogh. I know. This was one of the big posters in my basement. Love Wham, as you all know, Vinyl Lounge community. If you follow, you're hearing this guy once in a while. And obviously, a very, very, a teenage crush, young teenage crush, Madonna. La Madonna. Hey,
Yeah.
look at this.
Well, that's back when she was like super hot.
That style, the lace little
Look at her. She's
gloves.
stunning.
She was so cute with all the earrings and the cross, and I mean, her style was so popular,
Poor
and she
thing.
changed fashion for a while. Like that was the '80s. She was the '80s.
People still have that vibe, like the corset
Well-
vibe. Like,
Well,
it's
it
still
all
a
came
thing.
back, so it
Yeah.
disappeared at one point because it's out. But fashion, just like anything else, comes back, and this is a style that actually came back big time.
Yeah.
So Madonna was one of them, and like I said, you don't be judging, but the poster was there, and I still appreciate this guy's music and talent. It is Mr. Michael Jackson. Disregarding the controversies, hey, listen, if we looked up all artists that we listen to every day and dug a little, we would find a lot of dirt on a lot of them.
No, he's talented.
So he's very talented. This was an amazing album, and if you look up the sales and the people that still listen to him and appreciate Michael Jackson, was on my wall. So those were my 5, 12, 13-year-old. And listen, I was already into, there was the Led Zeppelins, there was the all these amazing 70s bands. But this was what was on my wall, so this is what I was listening to at that time. I remember a friend of mine, I used to go to Collège Stanislas in Outremont. I talk a lot, it'll be your
That's
turn.
okay.
And he was kind of wealthy, his family, and he showed up one day with that red jacket with all the zippers.
Oh my god.
The real deal, the leather one. I remember his parents paid like $600.
So
It's gonna fit him
stupid.
like him
So
for 6
dumb.
months. And he was working. Listen, but it was so cool.
Did you ever see The Wedding Singer? The Adam Sandler movie?
Yeah.
Boy George is in that.
Yeah.
Or the
Oh.
George character.
Yes.
And then
Yes.
his brother, the limo driver, has that jacket. And he's such a cheeseball.
That jacket was something. So Michael Jackson was big.
George.
Yeah.
I can't.
So on to another generation,
Yeah.
which would be
Completely different.
Katie's generation. And so when you
So
were
when-
12.
That would have been 1997. I was in grade 7.
I'm gonna cut you off. I don't have the vinyl. I might have a few. I have tapes.
Doubt that highly.
I have tapes though. I have tapes. Of
Well,
those
yeah,
artists.
like you have the Alanis Morissette tape. I loved her. Still love her.
Okay, so that was one of them.
Love. One of the albums I owned was also Will Smith. Big Willie style.
On tape, on cassette.
It was a cassette. Yeah.
Yeah.
I bought it at HMV on my, I think it was 12th birthday with birthday money that I got.
Oh man, Will Smith. I still love Will Smith to this day.
It's just saying the words HMV. I remember going to HMV and you would take it out of the plastic and it was so exciting.
Was it HMV, the big one downtown?
No, I went to the one in Fairview.
Fairview Point Claire?
Yeah.
Yeah. The one downtown, it was called the Superstore. You remember?
Yeah, it was where all the artists would go on St. Catherine Street.
Exactly.
What was it? St. Catherine Corner, what?
Close to Peel, I think.
Yeah. Such a cool spot. I didn't have a lot of albums, per se. I listened to the radio a lot. I listened to music with my parents. But when I was growing up, in that era anyway, it was like 112, Boys to Men, Aaliyah.
So Aaliyah, Boys
Smash
to Men,
Mouth, that was,
112.
Kind of like a random mishmash of.
But
Like,
what was the five? Give me the five.
I didn't have a lot of albums, to be honest. Like I used to mix.
But the five
cassettes.
artists.
5 main artists. Well, okay, Alanis, Will Smith.
Two extremes.
Yeah. I guess I would listen to like
Be honest.
mainstream rap, like not 112 wouldn't be rap, R&B, I guess.
That's R&B. It was a boys band.
Yeah.
They were like Boys to Men.
Peaches and Cream.
They were like Boys. Was that one of their songs?
Yeah.
Peaches and Cream. But they're like Boys to Men. But those were bands were amazing.
It was such.
Or New Edition. You remember
Yeah,
New
if
Edition?
that song came on right now, I would bust out some moves. I really would. That's one of those songs. But like, I didn't have a top 5. I kind of listened to whatever was cool because I was an awkward teenager and just listened to whatever. Yeah. But I listened mostly to what my parents were listening to.
Cool. I didn't have a top 5 either. I just gave the top 5 posters that I had.
But the posters, I remember I had one side of my room. I would have to check with my mom which side it was. And it was like floor to ceiling, just cutouts of like those Fromage magazines that we used to buy at Multimags.
Yeah.
Like teen BD type magazines.
Oh man, but I would go for those all the time.
It was all over my wall.
It was so cool, yeah. And you would cut out the pages.
Of course.
And you would have all those.
It was like
boards.
your vision board, but on your wall. Before vision boards were a thing, it was my wall board.
So I'm trying to make a card.
But I liked everything.
A card display. This is what I was listening to, but along with Metallica and then.
But like we listened to, it's funny because I didn't listen to that when I was a kid. I mean, my parents might have. I don't remember. But now.
To Boy George.
Oh, they
Isn't
must have.
Isn't your father like a Slipknot?
Yeah, but he likes. My dad appreciates all music.
They were musical. They're musical.
He appreciates.
They went to a lot of shows.
Certain genres more, but like he'll listen to like Marshmello or Deadmau5, and then he'll listen to Slipknot, and we used to listen to Korn, and we would listen to Deftones, and we would listen to Rush. Like it was kind of or. Who was on the radio? The patio, Kim Mitchell. We would listen to like all kinds of random things.
Kim Mitchell. See, that's more.
We appreciated everything. Broad spectrum. Just loved music.
Yeah.
Still do.
So that's cool.
Yeah.
What else is going on?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Just I was listening to I listen to Noah Khan a lot now.
You hear? I don't know if you hear in the background. This is one of my next spin.
Mr. Armstrong.
Mr. Armstrong. I call him Louis Armstrong. She calls him Louis.
I think it's Louis, but I don't know.
I call him Louis Armstrong. So this is going to be one of my next spins. So
yeah, I was just listening to Noah Khan or Khan. I don't know how you say it properly. I think it's Khan.
He's amazing.
He's
a YouTube artist, huh?
He came from literally views, and now he has albums, and he's on tour right now.
Just like Bieber.
Yeah.
Bieber is a YouTube
Although
kid.
Bieber was discovered by Usher, it's kind of not
but on YouTube, it's a YouTube thing.
It is, but
YouTube is social media today. It gets artists to discover.
He's incredible. I really like him a lot.
Did you listen to Britney Spears?
No.
You did?
No.
Okay.
I was never.
But that was later on, 2 different generations. But
I never. If it was on the radio,
when
yes.
"Hit Me, Baby, One More Time" came out, I'm sorry. First of all, boys.
Okay.
But they nailed it. It was a label thing. It was a marketing thing, but they nailed it.
But it was something different.
Britney Spears had an amazing career, just like Christina Aguilera. That obviously had a little more talent, I think, than Britney Spears.
I mean,
absolutely.
Britney could dance like no one else, and Christina could hit notes that would like shatter windows. So it was like.
Yeah, but Genie in a Bottle, Christina could dance, but then she moved on and transferred gradually to becoming a more complete artist. Today, Britney, I don't know if you follow.
I unfollowed. It's hard to watch.
It's tough.
Respect, no disrespect, but it's hard to watch.
Just like the NSYNCs of this world and the Backstreet Boys, all these guys. Well, not all of them, but a lot of them.
Justin's doing. He's on tour again.
Yeah, so he's coming to Montreal.
He is.
He's coming to Montreal. Yeah. So, there's a few artists like that were in boy band or girl bands that actually went on to develop their careers as producers or solo artists and made it big, and still making it big.
Oh, zip it.
There's visitors.
Yeah.
Are those kids?
Yeah, ice cream kids.
No? No kids?
But Justin also acts too, so I mean he's got that going for him.
The community. Hi, Jax. How are you?
Good, how are you?
The boys went for ice cream. You want to come say hi? You're good?
Not
No?
really.
All right.
I'm scared.
Okay,
Yeah,
it's all
Phoebe.
good. So that's about it. We wanted to say hi today to the VC and the Vinyl Lounge community, and we will be doing a few more videos eventually. I got a few other things that I want to share with you. Another unboxing that I'll be doing about an independent artist that was sent to me. It's actually not an independent artist. It's an artist record that was sent to me from an independent label in New York, but this label is based in Europe. I think in the UK. So it's someone that you know of. It's a reissue of an artist.
Someone that I know?
I think so.
Well, how come? Let's get it together.
It's right over there. I gotta do it. I'm backtrack. I'm working. Gotta work. And when you're working, then you lose track of the videos you're supposed to do and all that. But
She's loving this.
on that note, beautiful day. It's Easter weekend. We'll probably show up again this weekend. But
At some point,
if not, we wish you an amazing weekend and hope to see you all soon. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe. I don't have the buttons that pop up. Subscribe, like.
We're not there yet. Give us a chance.
I don't know if I'll ever be there, but subscribe, like. There's all these people.
It comes
that do.
like.
Yeah, and they got
As
sound
like,
effects.
bam, bam.
Bing, bing, bing. So subscribe, bing, like, bing, okay, and then we'll be super happy.
Stick around. No, what do they do? Stick around. See what's next. No, I don't know.
Well, we have to ask people. Now, right now, people have already left because we're rambling. We're
They're
supposed to
not
be done
sticking
5 minutes ago. They listened to 2 minutes and they're like, except for the loyal. You know, we're a little gang on YouTube. Very quickly, we're a little group on YouTube. We're all at the same level. So we all respect each other and encourage each other.
Well, of course. Why wouldn't you?
Like Mike in Boston, he's super cool. He sits in his corner, cracks a black rabbit, the ribbon, blue ribbon. He
Pass?
cracks- Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah,
that's so
and he's got
fun.
his poster in the back, and he says it's what's his Friday? It's his
I used to drink those beers. in
Cheers
parks.
Friday, cheers, and it's actually Friday today, so he's gonna be doing one. Friday, cheers, Mike MGK Boston, and then he just talks about music, and a lot of these guys have way more knowledge than I do, and I learn from them, but they draw you into their stories because they're very natural, normal people.
Well, they're storytellers.
They're storytellers,
And
and
it
they
just
tell real life events and stories that they live and music that they love, and this is what
It's like a good stand-up comedian. They just do it.
you know when
not
it's too
practice.
set up and it's too artificial, and then
No.
it becomes. I do listen to some of them,
No.
but
boring.
I get drawn in a little more to the natural people in their life with music.
Turn the teleprompter off. Phoebe.
So on that note, have a great weekend, babe. I love you.
Love you too.
It was nice doing a video with you.
I gotta go get my kids.
Talk to you soon.